so when he was sitting there, literally, he was just the character from Confessions, and he creeped me out a little bit. So I had to boost myself up, and then I went over and talked to him. So nice, so excited to talk. But when I said that I was a big fan of Confessions of a Serial Killer,
yeah,
he lit up.
That's awesome.
He was just like, man, you're kidding me. And I was like, no. And he told me about how he had to audition at the last minute to be the lead. And he had watched tapes of Lucas and other serial killers.
No shit.
Because he had seen other auditions.
Yeah.
And they were playing, just kind of like, maniac guy. So he watched it and he was like, I just sat down and I was like, yeah, I killed her 5 weeks ago. And he was like, I just played it so cool. Because that's how those guys do it. It's like they're telling you what they got at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And we talked for 20, 30 minutes. And then he told me, he was like, I got to show you something. So he gets out a suitcase, a little briefcase thing, and he opens it up, and there are 20 or 30 folded posters for the original video release of Confessions of a Serial Killer.
Hell
and he
yeah.
literally says, I found these in the basement. You should have one.
That's so cool.
Now, I can't remember, sincerely, I cannot remember if he charged me $1 for it or if not. But he was like, you should get one of these. You should have one of these. And he signed it to me, wanna ride.
Yes, he did. Because I just saw that poster in your
Because
room.
it's hanging in my bedroom.
Yep.
And that poster has been very special to me for lots of reasons. One being that it's impossible to find them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I've never seen one on eBay. I've never seen one in a horror group. I have no idea if I was the only person who bought one that weekend.
It very well could have been.
But the next year at Wasteland, or it may have been 6 months later, something like that, he was just there again.
Not even on the guest list?
No, he just was there.
That's awesome.
Robert Burns had never done a convention before.
Yeah.
At that time. And Wasteland was his first.
Which is a perfect one to go to. Yeah, understandable.
And he was just a real one, man. And sometimes I just stop and think about how lucky I was. I got to have that experience.
To get to meet him, yeah.
To meet him, to talk with him, to nerd out about movies and to nerd out about his performance, which he was very proud of.